I made this video 2 seconds ago, and then it was like 20 minutes long, so I deleted it so that I can make a shorter version because you don't want a 20-minute long video. But I'm back looking like a Zoe 101 character. Bullying. So, it's... How do I explain? People bully you because they want something about you, whether it be something they perceive that you have or something that you genuinely have. Why isn't my blush working with me? We're going to take a moment and they're going to pause. Yeah? Yeah. So, they want something that you have or something that they perceive that you have, even though you don't have it. So people tend to assume that I come from money because my mother always had me nice and clean and dressed, because people have a horrible view as to what poverty is. Yeah, so they see something that they think that you have, or that you have generally have, and it makes them lose their mind. There's girls that see that my collarbone is showing, and their first thing to do is to start screaming about how I'm anorexic and that I'm disgusting and a twig, and how men like girls with meat on their bones. Welcome to my life. Because people, at the end of the day, are fighting for validation. And it's real pathetic. Like, it's accessible, like, human-wise, to want validation. Like, that's not weird. It's normal that you want someone to consider you to be pretty or attractive in some sort of way, or that to validate that, like, you're good at something. That's a-okay. There's nothing wrong with that. What gets bad is validation and seeking it being something that consumes your life, consumes your character, and causes you to just be a terrible person towards other people. And this is where we get into the bullies. They see something that they want. They want to destroy the fact that you have something that they think that you have or actually have. They want to humiliate you, put you down, and destroy you so that they can feel superior, or at least feel better that you believe that you're inferior. And don't allow people to do that. We don't do that in this house. We don't do that in this house. And if you do let people do that to you, we're going to stop today, because we don't do that in this house. Human beings are trash. Like, a good chunk of them. Like, I don't want to be pessimistic and say most, but like, most human beings are trash. And then you run into those really good people. But like, I say most human beings are trash in a way that like the trash is all like spread out, and then it's like there's a heavier concentration in certain areas, and then there's a better concentration in like other areas. You feel me? Humans are trash. Like, I don't know. They don't really grow up, like, at all. Like, I don't know how the human race has survived this long. I think that, like, it's a miracle of God. Like, if you ever have a moment of, like, doubt of, like, whatever God that you care about, like, or don't, like, think about the fact that the human race has existed for this long. Like, how did we do that? God, how did we do that? People are trash, so people are gonna act like trash. And when people that are trash can people see people that aren't trash can people, they lose their minds and want to turn that person that isn't a trash can person into a trash can person. And it's up to you, solely up to you, to make it so that you don't become a trash can person just because they're trash can people. So here's the common steps of like bullying or harassment incidents, because we're grown-ups now. Here's the common steps. And I noticed that other people that see, I know I'm adorable, first of all. Since 1996, I've had the same face. If you think I'm attractive now, you thought that I was beautiful my whole freaking life. Like, I've had this same face. It has not changed, except for, like, I lost some baby fat. Because I'm still the baby, but I'm not a baby. So, I've always known that I was cute. Never been ashamed of being cute. And, so that's what kept me from knowing when somebody was being a little off. And let me tell you the steps of when I know someone's being a little off. They always, almost always, start out trying to be my friend. And, usually they leverage off the fact that usually I'm coming out of another situation to which some nut job decided to bother me. And act like, oh, well, we would never do that to a person. I get relatively comfortable. I'm like, okay, see, I'm coming out of an annoying situation. These people seem like relatively nice people. Next thing you know, something happens where I have some sort of disagreement because someone just straight up just disrespected me because they got way too comfortable and they weren't scared of me because I'm not one of those black people. And this happens with other black people too, so don't even act like it's just a non-black people thing to do this to people. I'm not like one of those black people, so like I'm not gonna do anything. Like, it never works out like that, cause I'm crazy. One time an anime voice actor and his fan base started harassing me through Twitter, and I contacted the Anti-Defamation League. Don't mess with me. Like, don't. I put on my manager. I cannot speak to the manager wig real quick. Like, don't do it, cause I'm gonna get help. My mom didn't instill the idea that I don't go and I get help, and it's also just not in my personality to just not get help. If I need to get help, I'm going to get help. He stopped. Anyway, so it ends up not working out very well, the whole harassing me thing. So then they move on to yelling at the top of their rooftops that I'm a horrible human being, that I'm mean, that I think I'm all that I just run around starting drama, and they even try to say that I can't sing, which is one of the funniest things. Yep, that's one of the funniest things. Done it my whole life. That's one of the basic things that they always do, so it always makes me laugh because they always go to attack the things that they want from me, so I know that what they're saying is the opposite of what they actually believe, and so it just makes them look even more pathetic that they've stooped to that level of trying to make me feel as if the things that add to my value aren't valuable. Because that's an abuse tactic. Because bullying is abuse. And they can't just, like, leave it alone. Like, I'll just talk to my friends about the situation. They need to tell everyone that they know that I am a horrible human being, but it usually backfires because those same people will come up to me and be like, so-and-so said this, this, and that. I don't think that's true. Or they just don't say anything to me at all, and they just and look the other way. Because what's wrong with you? And then, yeah, the drama continues to ensue. Like, girls from either Yonsei are, like, the sister of the Nakabir / nice guy, even though those two kind of go a little hand in hand. One of the two groups, like, keep making sock puppet accounts to leave, like, mean comments on my YouTube channel and also to put thumbs down on my YouTube channel. So some of the videos, well, most of the videos that you see on my channel that, like, why would someone put a thumbs down for something like that? like if I'm talking about like my experience with like the racist weeaboo roommate, she was the one, and they were the ones that were like downvoting and leaving a bunch of comments. Those comments are gone now. I screenshotted them though. um, and I haven't seen these people in almost 2 years, and I'm not joking. I was all the way in Japan, and these people were talking about some mess on my YouTube channel. That's when I knew that they were still stalking my YouTube channel, and I was like, what are you doing? And I know they're sock puppet accounts because, like, you just made this 5 minutes ago, and you're on a channel with less than 200 subscribers. That's your first interaction. Really. It's not like with my other platforms where I have close to 2,000. Like, no. And even then, it would still be sus. But yeah, they usually follow that pattern. For other people, I notice it's just a quicker version of that pattern where they kind of just speed up the process. And because it depends on how the bully is looking at you as to what value you hold to helping their social status in some sort of way. So in college specifically, no matter what campus I go on, whether it was at Yonsei or whether it's here back at home, people usually recognize me even when I'm in like my work uniform, like no wig, no anything, and I'm just bopping around. They'll be like, oh, aren't you so-and-so? Your outfits are so cute. And they know an outfit that I wore like 5 months ago that I forgot that one of the things was in my closet, and I'm like, let me keep that noted that I should probably wear that sometime soon because I like that shirt. And so they would use me as an attempt of a social status, as an accessory, as this real life Bratz doll, like it's life size too, and I'm not being paid for it, so like I'm not here for it. They want you to be your alternative Negro, essentially. They're alternative Negro. They want you to be their accessory. They're cute. Look, I have a black person, but it's like that, like not one of those black people. Like you're with your ancestors in a zoo. Like no. And once they see that they can't use you for whatever they want to use you for, they're going to not just try to just not talk to you. They're going to try to destroy you. There's people that, like, if you prove that they were, like, wrong about something, they will go insane. Try to get you, like, fired from work. Try to get you, like, reported on, like, a website. People have issues, which is why I typically stay away from them. I don't really like them that much. So just think about everything that I said. The fact that, one, this happens often, so like you're not in some like weird situation. Two, you're not a bad person. Three, they're most likely envious of you. Do not feel like you're automatically Regina George just because you call out the fact that someone is most likely envious of you. And if someone does call you Regina George, correct them and tell them that you're Cher Horowitz. I lost count of what I was saying. Just remember, you don't want people that are terrible people to like you. That always helps. My mother, I'll leave on this note. My mother has always told me, with certain people, it's better off that they don't like you. You wouldn't want a pedophile to like you. You wouldn't want, Hitler to be like, do you want to be best friends? You'd scream 9 at him and then run away and then also call the History Channel because you just saw Hitler. And that's it. If you want more videos, because there are more videos scheduled, you can subscribe. Hi, how's it going? And leave a comment about times that you still think about later on as a grown-up about situations from when you were in high school. I say grown up and I say it loosely. high school, middle school, whatever bullying situation, you're at work, some stupid happened, whatever it is. Your frustrations with people claiming that, like, everyone has been bullied, which is just dismissing bullying, and it's not true. All because you had an argument with someone in the 6th grade doesn't mean that you were being bullied by the person. All because one person called you ugly that one time doesn't mean that you were being bullied. Things like that. Your thoughts. Whether or not you seriously think that I look like I could be on Zoe 101, because I feel like I could be on Zoe 101. And yeah, that's it. There's more scheduled videos to come up. They'll come up. They're already scheduled. They're already filmed. I'm whispering in those, though, because it was another day and there was people asleep. Yeah. I'm going to be doing a bunch of different, knock on wood, a bunch of different back-to-school videos. I'm probably going to do a video explaining why Mickey Mouse has white gloves and why Goofy has white gloves. It's going to be an uncomfortable conversation, but it's going to be a conversation that we need to have, so we're going to have it. In fact, I probably might do it right now. I'm probably just going to put on my 90th Mickey. I'm going to do it right now because I feel like doing it right now, and I know myself, and when I don't feel like doing something, I'm not going to do it.